Hello guys, what's up? Welcome back here to another video. JC907 here. So anyway, this morning, I'm going to be talking about all the NBA free agency stuff, some trades, some deals that went through. Obviously, the biggest one was Kevin Durant. And if you guys don't know, you probably saw it by the title. Kevin Durant literally signed 10 minutes ago or he plans to sign with the Golden State Warriors with a 2-year deal, I'm pretty sure, 50-something million. I'll give you guys all the breakdown a little bit later, but I'm just going to jump into this gameplay here with my shooting lineup, I guess, because this is a shooting lineup season game. So I'll let that roll in the background while we talk about all the deals that went through during this NBA free agency. So I might do this in two parts, I don't know, because there's a lot of deals. I'm just doing everything up to Kevin Durant pretty much. So obviously KD is the main free agent, but obviously there'll be some side players that got signed as well. So the first players were obviously DeMar DeRozan. He re-signed for $145 million over 5 years. We also got Bradley Beal, similar player in my opinion to DeRozan, both a shooting guard right there, for 5 years, $128 million max deal. So a little bit different. I don't know. DeRozan got a little more money than that. But we also got Joakim Noah for the New York Knicks, looking like he'll be their new starting center, and he'll be going for $72 million over 4 years. And the biggest surprise, in my opinion, was Timofey Mozgov. Mozgov was really good, if you guys don't know, last year's playoffs. So not this year's, but last year's playoff. He had played a major role for Cleveland. This year, I don't know, he didn't really make the rotation. But he signed 4 years, $64 million. Literally, NBA is handing out cash, free cash right now. That's pretty much the NBA right now. Okay, moving along here. We also have the Charlotte Hornets re-signing Nicholas Batum. Batum isn't that good, in my opinion. I thought he would be a bit better. He kind of averages, 14 points per game. He's like a solid player that could score, but nothing outstanding scoring. He got 5 years, $120 million. We also got Jordan Clarkson, 4 years, $50 million, which I thought was one of the better deals in the NBA free agency. Clarkson is a really good player. DJ Augustine, he's a backup point guard. He'll back up Elfrid Payton in Orlando for $29 million over 4 years. We also have more backup players such as Ish Smith, who was on Philly. Now he's heading to Detroit for 3 years, $18 million, which is solid. I mean, all these backup players are still getting $6 million, $10 million a year. We also have Andre Drummond, who is going on a almost max deal, I believe, for 5 years, $130 million. And Drummond should be their starting power forward or center. We also have my man, Jeremy Lin. I can actually finally see him again after Linsanity. He's heading back to Brooklyn Nets, other side of New York technically. He'll going for 3 years, $36 million, which I think is not bad of a deal. I think that's a pretty good deal for Jeremy Lin. But anyway, we also get Indiana adding to their roster with Jeff Teague, and who else do they have? Is it Thaddeus Young, if I'm not mistaken? I don't know. They also added Big Al Jefferson for $30 million over 3 years. And also, O.J. Mayo was banned from the NBA, something similar to, who's that guy? I don't know. He's a closer on the Mets. I'm pretty sure he was banned because he had 3 years of doing drugs, I guess, obviously. But O.J. Mayo will be eligible to apply for reinstatement in 2018. But also, we have another backup point guard. I guess he might start, actually. It's Jared Bayless from the 76ers because they lost Ish Smith. So they went after Bayless for $27 million over 3 years. That's a lot of money for all these guys who are pretty much backup players. We also got Mirza Teletovic of the Milwaukee Bucks. He was on the Suns before. He had a really good season actually last year. 3 years, $30 million. That's not bad of a contract. Still a lot, 10 years. What the heck are you doing, Wiggins? But anyway, we also have Chandler Parsons, who will be heading to the Grizzlies. So Grizzlies signed big players, Conley, and who is it? Chandler Parsons, yeah, and it was 4 years max for $94 million, so that's quite a bit of cash for Chandler Parsons. Also, my guy from the Celtics, Evan Turner, he signed a big deal, 4 years, $75 million. If I were the Celtics, I'd never offer him that. He's more like a six-man player, solid player, but I don't think he's worth that much. We also got Evan Fournier, who is probably one of the best shooters in the league. He got $85 million over 5 years. Quite a bit of cash as well. We also get Matthew Dellavedova moving away from the championship-winning Cavs to the Bucks for $38 million over 4 years as well. We also do have Solomon Hill, and Solomon Hill was the player who actually replaced Paul George when he was hurt, and he was actually pretty solid. He got a big contract, 4 years, $52 million, not worth it in my opinion. We also got Jeff Green, 1 year, $15 million, which is quite a lot for Jeff Teague. He's kind of old, but I mean Jeff Teague's a solid player. If he starts, he can get you easily 15 points per game. We also got Dwight Howard heading to Atlanta on a 3 year, $70.5 million deal. So he's heading back to Atlanta where he went to high school, I believe. So that'll be nice for Dwight Howard. And we also do have Mike Conley, who got the largest contract in league history. Obviously, he's not like largest, if you guys know what I mean. Obviously, you've seen larger, like LeBron probably. But right now, since the NBA free agency, like league cap is so high, he got the largest, which is 5 years for $153 million. That's a lot of money to splash on a guard. Obviously, Conley's probably one of the most respectable point guards in the league. He always wins that sportsmanship award or whatever. And yeah, I really like Conley a lot, but that's a lot of money for Conley, who in my opinion is a solid starter, but not like a superstar. You probably wouldn't think of him if you thought of a superstar point guard. We also have Durant Arthur, who is kind of a bench player, but I guess he gets 3 years for $23 million for the Nuggets. Oh, JR. Okay, nice. We also got Etuan Moore, who in my opinion is actually a really good defender at point guard. He got a big contract. I mean, he's like a really small player. He played for the Bulls for a little bit. $34 million over 4 years. That's pretty big for him, in my opinion. Let's move on with there. We also got Jared Dudley, who's a solid shooter. 3 years, $30 million to the Suns. Kent Bazemore re-signs to Atlanta. Who I like Kent Bazemore a lot. For 4 years, worth $70 million. We also got Joe Johnson heading over to a 2-year deal to Utah for $22 million. We also got Luol Deng, who's a solid small forward, back to the Lakers. So Lakers, I don't know if they're in rebuild mode, but they're signing some players. 4 years, $72 million. We also got John Lower, who's on the Suns. I don't know if he started for the Suns. I never really heard of him that much last season, but he got 4 years, $42 million, which is quite a bit for someone that I don't think is that good. We also got Aron Afalo, who left the Knicks to join the Kings for a 2-year, $25 million deal. He's a solid shooter in my opinion. We also got Magic, who are signing Bismack Biyombo for 4 years, over $70 million. Bismack got probably that big contract because of his play in the playoffs. We also got Trevor Booker to the Nets for $18 million over 2 years. My big man Ryan Anderson, he's probably one of the best shooters at the power forward position. $80 million over 4 years to the Rockets. I think he'll fit in pretty well. Marvin Williams re-signs to the Hornets for 4 years, $54 million. Williams was obviously number 2 pick in the draft. I believe he didn't really live up to the hype, but I mean he's been a solid player for the Hornets last year. We got Anthony Tolliver, Sacramento. He's not that good of a player, but 2 years, $60 million. We also got Al Horford to my Celtics, hoping that they would sign something like Kevin Durant, but no. But he went for a max deal of 4 years, $113 million. Courtney Lee to the Knicks for the starting shooting guard, $50 million over 4 years. We also have Austin Rivers re-signing to the Clippers. We also have Mahimi going to the Wizards. So Mahimi got the starting job technically after Hibbert left. Miles Turner kind of filled in a little bit as well, but Mahimi got a big contract, 4 years, $64 million as well. We also got Eric Gordon, injury-prone Eric Gordon, but we also got 4 year, $53 million contract. We also have Wesley Johnson re-signing with the Clippers. James Ennis going to the Grizzlies. Andrew Nicholson from the Magic going to the Wizards for 4 year, $26. Manu Ginobili will be returning for another final season for the Spurs, hoping to make that last championship run, but he will retire after this year. That's what I'm told. And anyway, Trey Burke is traded to the Wizards. He kind of lost his starting job in Utah, but he is traded to the Wizards for a second-round pick. We also have Tyler Johnson. I'm going to need to play this because I didn't realize we're losing this game. We can get one of those collectibles, but Trey Burke is traded. We also have Tyler Johnson, who is a really athletic guard. I think fans will like him a lot in Brooklyn. So Brooklyn is now a top, I don't know if they're a top team, but they gotten quite a bit better. I mean, they signed a couple of guys, which is solid. So he'll be heading there. We also have Cole Aldrich, who played for the Clippers. He was solid as a backup role, and he goes for 3 years, $22 million. And who else do we have here? Garrett Temple to Sacramento this is going to be a really long video. Jamal Crawford back to $42 million for 3 years, back to the Clippers. We also have Rajon Rondo to the Chicago Bulls, which is a pretty surprise for me because I thought Bulls would be in rebuild mode, but the Butler and Rondo, who are like top guards in the league here. We have some Matt Barnes going to the Kings. Dwight Powell, who is, in my opinion, one of the good young power forwards in the league, re-signing with the Mavericks. Durant Williams re-signing with the Mavericks for 1 year, $10 million. And the big guy of the year is Kevin Durant announcing his deal to the Golden State Warriors. So this was, I don't know, slightly a surprise to most people. I thought he would stay in OKC. Obviously, I wanted him to go to Boston. I don't think that was possible. But obviously, I wanted him to go back to OKC for at least 1 more year. I think that would have been a bit more respectable. Go for that one last run. Obviously, you got Oladipo and Russell Westbrook, probably the most athletic guards in the league. And he decided to move on. I mean, he wants to win championships, and obviously he knows that he can just add more value to this Warriors stacked team with Klay Thompson, Draymond, Curry, obviously. You also have a bunch of role players like Livingston, if they choose to stay. Obviously, I think he's a free agent, but that'd be interesting. But anyway, guys, hope you guys do enjoy this video. Just pretty much talking about all the free agent talks. I know it's a lot to take in. If there's more free agents talks within the next couple of days or something, I'll make a part 2 to this. But pretty much I was just waiting for Kevin Durant to sign, literally, to make this video. And literally, we're down by 3 right now. Oh, geez. This is not good. No. Okay. I think we lost that. But whatever, guys. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you guys do, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe. Hope you guys watch this entire video. It's a lot of stuff. I really talked about everything that happened throughout this NBA free agency. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time with another video.